Oh, hey, why am I the only one on camera? All right, cool. Are you clocks running? What happened? Do you not know how to do this? Dude, you totally just botched my whole intro. Good googly moogly. Here I am.
Something something happened. I'm sorry.
Oh my
Go ahead.
goodness.
Don't worry about me, man.
Look, for the folks at home, are you clocks running? Because every second with you matters. Or, my heart's on the 2 minute drill and clock's running when I'm with you. No replay needed. I choose you every time because the clock's always running. But what's up, everybody? I'm Jacob from Clocks Running, the podcast, everything flag football officials. I totally just screwed up my own intro. Oh, dude, this is what a
Go ahead.
catastrophe.
Go ahead and then try it
Nope, I'm done.
again.
I'm done.
What do you,
I even had
oh,
a fun microphone and everything. Usually, you're not even looking. Total. I mean,
I oh, okay,
oh
hold on. Let
no,
try it
no,
here.
no, no.
Take your screen off. Try it again. I think
Nope. We're here. We're live. Let's
for
talk
some
all.
reason we're not live on Instagram right now. I don't know
Oh,
why it's not
good.
working.
Googly moogly.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Oh, my goodness.
Everybody loves a good Instagram.
Yep.
But hold on.
Apparently, this.
Jacob, just talk for a little bit and
Well,
I'm
I
gonna mess with
mean,
this, okay?
I just, this is apparently my first time doing the intro, your first time setting everything up. I'm really excited to go ahead and get into what we got to get into tonight. Um, but we can't even get past, step one. On the eve of Friday the 13th and on the eve of Valentine's Day. Are
Yeah.
you a Valentine Day guy or are you a Valentine Day guy?
What? I've never Valentine?
Yeah, there are people who say, plenty of people say Valentine's.
No. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
no, it's not. That's pretty normal.
I've never heard that before in my life.
Good grief.
Valentine's?
Yeah, Valentine's Day.
Uh that's just misspelling it.
No, it's
Are
not.
you
You're not.
are you talking
I
about
mean,
children? Are you saying
no,
children say that?
not at all. Adults say it all the time.
What adults are saying this?
I mean, the ones that are of adult age. I don't know.
All right. This is okay. Well, like I said, I just need you just gotta
Are
keep
you lying?
talking,
I
man.
don't. I mean, about what? I asked you a question. You're off in Instagram world.
Well, I'm trying to get something going.
Well,
Um
can you get it going?
yeah, I think I can.
All right. Well, let's get it going.
Yeah. All right, give me 1 second. Hold on. I'm
So
gonna
I
go
would.
away so you keep talking.
All right, you go away. I'll keep talking to the world
All right.
about flag football because this is the podcast. Where'd you go? What are you doing? Now you're just
I
sideways.
told I told
Speaking of the Daytona 500, you look like you're going sideways, and now I froze. What a. There we
everything's
go.
okay.
I.
Just wait for a second. All right. we just got
I'm a
some
big.
things going.
I see it. I'm a big ball of stress right now, man.
I can tell.
I.
It's okay. Just tell a joke, put on
I did.
some goofy glasses.
I've done both of those things to apparently you, me, and our lovely friends from In Season who are in the studio.
Yeah, there.
Who are probably
Okay.
like, why don't these two idiots shut up and just bring us on the show already?
Hold on. Let's see if this is gonna work. Oh, we are live on Instagram.
Oh,
Okay.
thank
See,
God.
we needed that. Hold on, real quick. Hey, I don't know if you heard the big announcement last week, bro. Were you here for that?
What was the big announcement?
Well, it was a pretty big announcement that, what did you say? Our party of two became a party of three.
Oh my God, dude. That was an interview we did prior to. Yes. So is he here?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Oh, no, he left. Oh Oh, now he's back. Go
Thank
ahead.
God. Bring Coop in.
All right. We tried.
My old ass.
Coop,
I was like, ooh, what's this button? And kicked myself off.
look, let me tell you,
I swear to God.
freaking Ant didn't have IG. Oh, okay. Put your Diana Flores book down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just reading up on flag football for dummies. Sorry. Go
Yeah,
on.
well.
Wow.
So IG Live didn't connect. I botched the intro. You logged off as soon as you logged on. We're just a big bundle of mess.
No, I was just making sure I was following suit then. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be on
That's
it.
apparent.
I'm already on CPT, so Lord have mercy.
Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Clocks Running. I'm Jacob,
I'm Ant.
OG Unk.
and there you go. We got the crew together now. We got a really fun episode planned tonight. And why don't you go ahead and bring our guests in? They've been waiting, listening to us try to fix our problems and our woes.
All right, here we go. We got Moose and Dub.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
Hey,
Welcome.
what's up?
What's
Thanks
good,
for
brother?
bearing with us.
We were like, oh, I don't know if they know we're here.
Yeah. Actually, they saw us, but we're like, ooh, we don't know because we don't use this program. So
We had a whole lot of other stuff going on, and Jacob being the youngest, technology-wise, I blame him really because clear.
Yeah, I guess I got to double down since I'm the oldest. So yeah, it's on the kid.
So
Well,
hurtful.
we appreciate you guys coming on the show tonight. We want to talk all about like college flag football, but before we get into that topic tonight, we just want to hear from both of y'all. Share your origin story of kind of what got you guys into flag football and what you guys are doing today.
yeah, so so just with like flag football, you know, we actually have more. Basically, our background is more in basketball. So we both played college basketball at Eastern New Mexico University, and I went to the University of Texas Permian Basin. So both are Division II. Yours is Division II, right?
New Mexico Highlands, but
Or-
yes, it's
oh,
Division
my
2.
bad.
Yes.
My
Yes,
bad. I
yes,
knew
yes.
that. I knew that.
Yep.
But yeah, so it's both Division II. So we have a long list of just sports growing up and then going through college. And then once we've moved out, well, Moose is from Tucson. I am not. So once we got back here, and then when I moved here, we pretty much got into the scene of flag football for fun, to just get away from the hustle and bustle of life, right? And now we're fully engulfed in flag. Deep dived into it, and we haven't looked back. We actually run here in Tucson. We're about to start our youth league this weekend on Saturday, which is going to be really special. We got 9U, 12U going. And then next month, we are going to start men's for the first time, and we're going to bring back our women's. So it should be a really great atmosphere, and all of our kids are going to learn about it. And then, of course, the adults already know. We bring the fun and the vibes at In Szn.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I've seen some of the team names you guys have in your women's league. Can you guys let us know some of those team names just real quick? Run through.
Oh, we have a bunch. Well, obviously, In Szn, we have our
Yeah.
team. We have a ton. We have Yaks, Voodoo, Pretty Tough. We have a new one called Mean Girls. My team for the longest time, we were called Flag Strippers.
Wait a minute.
that was the one I was thinking of.
We're not gonna glaze over that.
I know what you're trying to say, but we have a ton. And you know what's cool? When all this started, or how this all started, is it started with a small group, and then as the game started to progress and girls started to learn, everybody kind of broke off and started to do their own teams and lead and captain and really delegate. And so I think now in Tucson, we consistently have about 15 teams per season. So forgive me if I didn't mention you, but you guys all know who you are. We love all you guys.
Yes.
It's just, it's so hard to keep up with because everybody's constantly progressing. Everybody's constantly, trying to build to the next level. And there's just new teams popping up all the time. So it's fun to see everybody's creativity when they come up with their names. So yeah, Flag Strippers was probably my favorite.
Yeah.
That's been my home team for a long time. And I'll send you guys the logo later, but you can only imagine what it looks like. Our flags are dollar bills. Our flags are $100 bills. And, we're just trying to,
So we're big spenders while we're with
I'm
the
gonna send you guys a pair, but yeah, we just try and have fun with it. That's the whole point. For us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All I gotta say is I saw a team picture of Flag Strippers, and I don't know if it was like a manager or a boyfriend or something, but he totally looked like a bouncer from a strip club, like 100%.
Well, for that particular team, we had our coach, and we gave him we surprised him with a polo, and we put everybody had to have a stripper name, by the way. So you weren't allowed to put your last name, you weren't allowed to put your nickname. Everybody had to have a stripper name, and the team got to decide what your stripper name was. So you were in no. And so our coach, obviously, he's part of the team. We had to get him involved. He was Coach Eno. So Coach Eno was his name.
That's awesome.
That's hilarious.
So,
That's
and a lot of
good.
the teams are like that. A lot of the teams, these girls all grew up together. They work together. A lot of the stripper team for myself, it was a lot of our, friends growing up, cousins, siblings. And so we just see a lot of that with the community here. Everybody's just so intertwined, and it's just cool to see the way that it's developed and grown, and, the way that everybody has fun with it.
Absolutely. So something I saw with y'all's league that you guys do is a little bit different. You guys do what's called like a guest spot or celebrity guest, or you guys want to talk about that for a little bit?
Sure.
Yeah. So our celebrity shot is really the basis of, you guys know what beer pong is. This is kind of the reference that we had for it. So celebrity shot and beer pong, you always have a guest that comes in and takes their shot. They're not a part of the game, but they can come in for one of the games. So that's basically what we wanted to, incorporate, and then also grow the game, but grow our community and flag out here in Tucson, is to allow that, right? So we allowed all the teams get 2 celebrity shots per season, and they can bring anybody that's brand new to the game, and they get to play for free that weekend. They have 2 games guaranteed at least. They just need to sign a waiver, and honestly, we've had a really great success with it. We've even had like moms come out and play the game with their daughters. It's been super cool.
Daughters
just to see.
come out, play the game
Daughters,
with their moms.
yeah.
So the premise of it and the point with it was to introduce the game to people who are maybe curious or who have never, even played a sport, and they want to, and so we didn't want them to have to commit to a whole season of practice or a whole season of fees, because even that in itself could be intimidating. So, it's their sister, whoever it is, they feel comfortable with that team, and they ride with them for a weekend, and we get that same person on the next season of somebody's roster. So it's been very successful.
That's awesome.
Do you guys allow grandpas to come play?
Absolutely. Well, in the men's league.
Grandpa celebrity grandpas from Florida.
You don't qualify, so let us know what you're talking about. You know, Grandpa.
Yeah, no, if you guys ever were to come out here to Tucson, you absolutely have that option to run it in the men's
That's
league.
awesome.
Because we want to hone in on 5v5 non-contact.
Okay.
I love playing contact myself, but I think as the game is growing and getting into Olympics and furthering on into college and everything else, the 5v5 non-contact is really where it's at, to help hone in on those skills and to progress your game to that next level, whether it's college or professional.
Right. So is that what your league is that the format you guys run for your league?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Right
run
on.
just that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as we do like contact, we just know that a lot of the girls are kind of here and there with contact, which is okay. We understand like that's a whole nother battle, right? To get
Right.
people to agree to do contact. But eventually, once we continue to grow, you never know if we do end up using and doing 5v5 non-contact or contact and going that route. But we definitely focus on that non-contact.
For sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, kind of transitioning into the topic of tonight, we just want to know, like, why is it important for you guys to talk and speak on college flag football?
For us, especially because it's a part of what our foundation is at In Szn. We first started, our business not just to run the leagues. That just kind of happened, because we were so involved and we saw a need. But really, our foundation for In Szn is to help athletes get to the next level, whether that is college or professional, right? So with that being said, we need to be experts in how it is to get to the next level. Thankfully, we have an extensive background in all of that where it comes to college and professional. So we're honing in on our skills personally, not only for flag football, but for our college careers as well.
That's awesome. And so, like, what specifically are your guys' services? Like, what can you offer girls that are trying to get into college flag?
So we can offer, we do offer marketing, networking. So with the marketing, it's helping athletes, understand like what it takes to, provide a great, I would say, building your brand, which is your name, right? Mm-hmm. So how do you present yourself on social media? College coaches are looking at that more so now than ever before. Mm-hmm. I remember when I went to college, I turned in my DVD to all these colleges, kind of dating myself a little bit, but nonetheless, like that, we didn't have social media that could get us in trouble or get, colleges to not really look at us. So now that's like a huge thing, but also to get noticed. So you have a better chance to get recruited just by simply making one video that could blow up and come across somebody's desk and they're like, wow, this player is really amazing. How do we get in contact with them? So that's kind of where we come in, where we're kind of like an agency, but we don't call ourselves that because we just want to help kids get to the next level because we've been there, done that.
I guess you can call it a hub.
Yes.
Is kind of the simplicity of it. We're trying to be a hub. We're aiming to be the hub for next level. I can speak on my experience as far as the digital age is concerned. 10 years ago, right? If we sat here and tried to do this 10 years ago, nobody would care because digitally, like socially, this platform, the audience didn't exist, right? Everybody was in person, everybody, it was word of mouth. Now digital and media and that kind of a presence is so important. And sometimes, even adults just living our everyday lives, like sometimes we struggle with having a social media presence that our jobs are going to approve of, that our spouses approve of, you know what I mean? So it's so important the way you portray yourself, not only as an athlete, but just as a human being on the digital platform. And so we really hone in and we really put importance on your personal package, right? Like what can you offer the next level aside from, you're a good athlete, but who knows that you're a good athlete, your hometown. Okay, well, how do we get other people to see it, right? Colleges, they're trying to spend money in all these different areas, right? Because everything it has expanded so much. So how do colleges, how do the next level, how do recruiters see your talent? How do they see your character? How do they know who you are? Well, it's the digital platform now. And so that's kind of something that we're really focusing on. We spend a lot of resources on making sure, the videos, the digital, the media, the website, like everything looks clean, professional, because again, we want it to be a hub that people just know that you come back to, like a Google, right? If I want to know something, I'm going to go to Google. Boom, Google is a hub. So that's exactly the mindset behind what we're trying to be is, can Google give you ChatGPT? Can it give you an image? Can it give you a website? Google is a hub. So that's really the whole premise of it.
Yeah. And then we still have networking that we do. We do the media aspect on our own as well, not only provide it for like the marketing purposes, but also do the videography and the photography, which she's the guru of all that. I'm learning from her. She's awesome. And then in my case, I do teach her a lot too on the college aspect of it, because we both played, but I've also played professionally. And then on top of it, I coached at the NCAA level. So I've been there, done that, noticed like how we even recruited ourselves and for Western New Mexico University, you know, so it was more of the network. So if you can build your network to at least, you know, if you have us as a hub, that's great because we do have a large network. But if you can start getting and collecting college recruiters and coaches to see you, that is building your network. So how do you do that? You know,
where do you start is the main question that kids have, because even
it's hard
going through high school. I'm sure a lot of us played sports. It's like, okay, if I want to go to college, where do I start? Do I start with my coach? Do I start with my counselor? Do my parents do it? Like, that is the number one question. Where do I start? So we would like to be the place where kids and young adults start.
Yeah.
That's awesome, because there is so many questions on like how to go about that and how to get involved and how to choose the right path and not end up down some alley that you don't need to be.
Right.
So definitely appreciate having something like that, and especially with you guys who have that collegiate experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Great question. Great question. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying we love helping out the kids, and we love helping out anybody that's trying to get to the next level, even if you're an adult. The biggest thing for us is, you know, just if we know it, we don't want to gatekeep it. So we want to provide that information for, you know, somebody that can, you know, it could change your lives. It's not just about us. You know, if we can help that one person get to that next level or do the thing that they dreamt of, then we're doing a service that we were meant to do on this earth, you know?
That was my question. Does In Szn only take care of collegiate stuff, or would you guys be available for, like, if a player wanted to get on the USA scene and get a look like that, or with the professional league coming in, would you guys be able to help someone get looks or get footage for that as well?
Yeah, all of the above, actually, and we've already started. So we have a high school student, Roxy. She goes to Marina High School, and she is a dual citizenship, obviously here in the U.S. and Japan. So she's always been her dream to go to the next level, of course, and get on the national team. And one of that dreams was to potentially get a tryout for Japan. As an athlete, one, it's hard. Two, as a high school student, your network is very small, right?
Yeah.
So
right.
thankfully, we had her last year playing with our local In Szn team. And so we got to know her very well. She's a great kid. She deserves to go to the next level, whatever sport it is. But we have those connections. And thankfully, we reached out to them. We started building that path for her. And she got a tryout. She went out to Japan and she got a call back. So now she gets that second chance to get actually on the team. So we're super, super proud of her. It's not us. We just helped open that door and she did all the rest. So that's a little bit about like how we're starting already to get our foot in the door with that next level. But also with the professional atmosphere that's about to happen. I think the biggest thing is consistency. So I can go out and try out and have a really great tryout, right? But if I can't bring it every single weekend, then it's a lost cause for that professional team, right? So how can you find athletes that consistently come and perform at their top level every single week? Here at In Szn, right?
No, absolutely.
Yeah, and we that's why we're trying to hone in on the 5v5 non-contact, because that's what's going to be at the professional level. So with our website, we're going to have player profiles. We're going to start that here shortly, actually, even with the youth. So that way everybody can get looked at. They'll have a direct link to the YouTube or any highlights wherever they're at, right? Instagram, all that good stuff. So like Moose said, we want to be the hub. You know, we want people to come to us to try to get their foot in the door for the next level, and us to like just be able to provide that. Like, we're so thankful because at the end of the day, like when we were young, that's what we wanted. We just wanted
Mhm.
that shot.
Yeah.
And now we get to
We
provide
get to
it.
provide it, and
Yeah.
to kind of touch on your question as well, there's probably avenues that we don't even know exist. But if we like when you make goals, right? Goal setting is a series of things that leads to a specific goal. So our goal is to get kids to the next level, adults to the next level. Maybe we don't even know what next levels exist, but if we provide a consistent step-by-step plan, so we help them, package and market themselves. We provide a consistent environment, clean, safe, organized, structured, consistent environment for them to be in that they know they can get work in every single season. Camps, trainings, things like that. We believe that if we provide that consistency for them, we provide those resources for them. I mean, they're going to do the work, right?
Yeah.
Like it has nothing to do with us other than let's open the door, let's provide the environment, and the rest is history. And wherever they want to go, we're willing to go with them. But yeah, we're not closed or shut off to any next level. Next level being the middle schoolers getting to high school, the high schoolers getting to college. The 9U getting to get a little bit bigger, faster, stronger, so they can play in 12U. Whatever the next level is, we're here for it.
It's amazing. And
Absolutely.
we truly appreciate you guys coming on and sharing all those. So we want to give you the chance to plug this. Where can someone that needs those services find y'all?
Yeah, so we have our website. So it's just In Season 247, because obviously athletes are always in season, right? 24/7. So it's INSZN
I like it.
.com. If you guys go on there, you'll see that we have registration for our leagues locally, but obviously if you're not local, that's okay. We still have our in-season academy, which that includes, we're going to have webinars with professional athletes, and then prior athletes that are in a actual career field now, like Border Patrol, or they're a cop locally, or they're a school teacher, whatever it may be, right? To talk about those transitions. But then obviously we do the marketing, the networking, the media, all that other stuff. So that's right there in our website.
You can find
That's
everything.
awesome.
on the website. Yeah.
Literally.
Say,
Yeah, everything.
you guys, we'll post a link out as well, so that way everybody can reach out as well.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much, Dub and Moose. You guys are modern day Jerry Maguires.
We try. But we,
Hey, Dub and Moose, before y'all go, since y'all used to hoop and probably still hoop.
Yeah.
Young Jacob Black here played basketball, power forward in Carolina. My nephew Ant played in the West Coast. So the favor I'm going to ask is for a 2-on-2 later with Moose and Dub. First clock's running. I'll go live. No, Ant. No, Chikaturo will go live. And I'll bring the Gatorade and the ice for the old
Hold
heads.
on. Look, if anybody needs to bring Gatorade and ice right now, it's me.
if you guys are in Vegas, we'll be there too for iFlag. So
Excellent.
you can wear shoes.
Excellent.
Good.
We'll play horse.
There we go. All right, we'll appreciate y'all joining us tonight, and for sure we'll plug your guys' website and everything on the on this episode. So
Appreciate you guys.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Appreciate you guys.
Great job, guys. Keep being great.
Thank
All
you.
right.
You too.
Good night.
Bye.
all right, they were frozen the whole time. That's okay.
I guess
I
they-
wasn't gonna bring it up, but you brought it up.
Moved a little bit.
It's all right though. It happens.
We got Florida on the show 1 episode and it's already going wrong.
Oh man.
Well, hey, speaking of stuff going wrong, we could turn this ship around right now and get some stuff going right. An infinite
Okay.
flag. You see how I did that?
Great plug, kid.
That was
Segue.
good.
That was silky smooth.
Segue.
Infinite Flag has all the apparel you need, from joggers to shorts to long sleeve shirts. If you watch the Rydell Infinite Flag commercial they just posted, there's another fun thing. They got everything though that you would need. From looking great on the field to hanging out with your side chick on the sidelines, they got everything.
Hey, I'm
Oh man. By side chick, he meant cousin. Oh, your cousin on the sideline. That's Carolina slang for cousin.
Make sure Make sure you guys use code ClocksRunning for 15% off for your next purchase online. Or just when you swing by, just tell them that Clocks Running sent you, and they'll give you something cool. Probably a high five, but hey, that's better than nothing, right?
Yep.
Wait, Jacob, is that true that in North Carolina they call their cousins side chicks? Is that?
This man doubled down on it. So in
Hold
the
on,
West
no,
Coast,
I got.
it means the same thing.
Oh, do you want to
West
talk
Coast
about
means
your
the homie.
exciting? You want to talk about your exciting week this week, Ant?
Oh, I mean, we could. I don't care. We can talk
really don't
about
want to.
Did it involve a side chick or a cousin?
No, it didn't. But speaking of Infinite Flag, I do have a bone to pick with you, Jacob.
Here we go. I knew it
Not
was
so,
all right.
no, not so much. Well, I feel like first off, Jacob kind of he started it by posting. You know, he got some new gear from Infinite Flag because, of course, you got to get gear from Infinite Flag. But on his little inside the package, he had this long note and all this love and admiration for Jacob. It was at least 3 or 4 sentences, basically a paragraph. So I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, okay, I can't wait. I'm gonna check the mail every day. I know I got some gear coming myself. And since we just had Tom and Nat on last week, there's no way they're not gonna leave me a note, right? Well,
Still waiting.
I did get my package, and there was no cursive, no signature, no "we love you, Aunt," no nothing, not even a heart.
We done?
Absolutely nothing. So
Lord.
I don't know. I don't understand, because at first, last week I felt some type of way with the fact that Jacob has, a personal phone number of Tom and Nat, and I got to communicate on a generic Instagram messenger with them. And now you're getting your own.
Like, what's 100,000 views and start pocket watching? Good Lord.
Good Lord. I feel like this is how much you guys make off them league fees. We pay for this, but
this portion of the podcast was brought to you by Ant and Ant alone, because I love my gift package was cool. I got a smiley face on it. That's all I need, baby.
That's crazy.
I wore them every week, bro. I wore them every week, you know what I'm saying, to work. I wore them to Carrollwood Day School. I'm coaching there now. I wore them to $1. So shout out Infinite Flag.
I got my charcoal joggers on right now, bro. I just
love know that though.
You got your charcoal joggers and your bad attitude on. Good night, man.
So before we bring on our next guest, she's been waiting patiently in the studio. I want to throw some statistics at the audience because we are talking about college flag. So this is stuff that I looked up. Right now, currently, there's 65 NCAA schools with club or varsity flag programs. There's over 20 NAIA schools, and total, if you include JUCO in there, there's over 100. With the expectation by this fall, there's going to be over 200 schools, NCAA, NAIA, and JUCO club or varsity programs going in flag football. So it's getting big. I guess NAIA offers 12 scholarships per team, but Nebraska, who is the first, Power 4? Is that what they call it now?
Yes,
Power 4.
Yeah,
don't have 5.
Yeah, first Power 4 program to bring flag into the mix, and they're already starting with this year. They're going to have 15 scholarships every year, increasing it 5 more. And so the expectation is that by 2028, there's going to be over 2,000 scholarships offered in flag football at the college level. So
incredible.
So some just amazing opportunities, and that's why we wanted to bring In Szn. Like Jacob said, they're the Jerry Maguires of flag football. So it's good to have them on. But now, we got to let Unc, why don't you introduce our next guest since we on Florida time here.
This next guest is near and dear to my heart. She plays a position that I played way back in the day. the hardest position to me to play in flag football is, other than quarterback, is rusher. She's one of the best in the country, and be able to put your hand in the dirt and chase somebody from 7 yards out over and over and over again. She's one of our young pioneers in flag football. We want to bring in Lauren Clark.
Here we go.
What's up,
Did it work?
Lauren?
Lauren, can you hear us?
Red, can you hear us?
She can hear us. We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, ruh-roh. You're so fired.
I didn't do anything.
Not you.
I got fired. I just got here. I can't get fired on my day off.
All right, let's do this. Go ahead and back out, Lauren, and try to come back in.
Yeah,
See if that
completely
works.
exit out and then come back in.
Come back in, yeah. So sometimes that seems to work. It's literally the unplug and plug it back in of our generation.
You got my
We're gonna do
generation. You
that.
got to take the Nintendo cartridge out and blow on it. Pause. To
Pause.
make it work. I was going to just talk for Lauren while she was talking for her. I was going to do a whole voice and everything. It's going to sound like Mr. Doubtfire. Hello, my name is Lauren. It's going to be horrible.
While we're waiting for her to come back in, let's talk about this past week. All the different flag football games that happened in Super Bowl week.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
You know, Jacob, which one was your favorite?
The celebrity sweat game.
Not bad. Okay.
It's okay. It's all right. No, it was really cool. We obviously you had a lot of NFL flag, USA football had their thing. But when we were in worked with Celebrity Sweat and got to put the officials on the field as well as provide all the flags for the game. I think this is just me. There's kind of a misconception about these celebrity games. I think from a purist standpoint, a lot of folks see these as fake games, not legit. There's
Powder
nothing.
puff.
Yeah, they're powder puff game. They're not being taken seriously, and I think people miss the understanding of these games. These games are necessary. Because it gets the average person who doesn't have anything to do with flag watching.
Yep.
And to realize it's even a thing. Because while, Dwight Howard stiff arming wearing 4 flags and, doing everything under the sun that's wrong, it's getting acknowledgement to the game. It's getting people who wouldn't normally watch to go, oh, wait, they're playing flag football, and then they post something or show something like the Under Armour commercial with Ashley Clam and say, hey, it's real, so there's definitely benefits to these games, even when it looks like it's the dumbest thing ever. I think the funniest thing is that Celebrity Sweat game. I think the score was like 82-67 or something like that.
Low scoring.
Yeah, 6-7.
6-7. But yeah, it was a good time. Let's see, who else was there? There was the Cam Newton game. There was the USA Mexico game. That was a good game.
Yeah, it was a great game.
Yeah. It was cool though. I was at $1 today and hearing grandparents. While the girls were playing flag football at an NFL location, talking about John Jones getting scored on by Dwight Howard. John Jones said, "I don't want no smoke, brother." Like it was terrible coverage. But hearing them talk about it, it was really cool. But one of the parents was like, "Wait, where was this at?" And I heard I saw her show her phone on Instagram. Dwight Howard was getting covered by John Jones, and she just hearing those names, hearing them talking about flag football while at flag football was really cool.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And Benson Boone, who knew he had DBU in him because he was making some plays.
Yeah,
I
was shocked. That was not on my bingo card. I was shocked.
Who is that?
He's a singer. What song does he sing? Beautiful Things?
I'm going to say yes.
All right.
Yeah, look it up. But he does like flips off of pianos and stuff like that. So he had one.
I thought he was gonna be trash. No disrespect to my guy, but I thought the musician was gonna be like an athletic Kenny G, and he was out there strapping shit up.
Look, so Coop and I already talked about his 65 and up team getting one celebrity. Not gonna name him, Three
Yeah,
things or
yeah.
two other things I learned about
65 and up.
watching
Hold
these.
on. Hold on. 65
Oh, hey,
and up.
welcome back. That was 10 seconds ago. Lauren, can we hear you?
No, we can't hear you.
Oh my
See,
gosh.
hold on, but I don't think she
She should be the
completely
most
like exit completely out of the app or what.
And then
Because
start
I
all over.
don't. Yeah, I don't think
she
she
should be the
exited
most
out.
technologically savvy out of all of us.
Well,
Just
You
wait
probably
till
heard the
she gets
65
back
and
here.
up. You probably heard the 65 you comment and got nervous.
Yeah.
oh man.
So
Yeah. And go ahead. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, so two people that really stood out to me in the Pro Bowl game and like all the celebrity games. Number one was Jamar Chase. We've all expected him to do well. Um, but he's gonna be a guy who, if they came and said, "Hey," that was my Chris Collinsworth moment. Um,
Yeah, pretty good.
offense and defense. He's going to
Yeah.
be a
Yeah.
decent two-way player in my mind.
He's an athlete.
You get him to learn to not flag guard, which I think is I think he actually has a case if they allow when we get to that point if NFL players are actually playing. The other one who might be retired by this point, Keenan Allen. So the
Yeah.
celebrity sweat game, if you notice, he didn't play a down of offense.
He was just covering from what I heard.
Yes. And he made breaks on the ball that most DBs would struggle with in the NFL. My man was moving. I think it was the second or third pick, and I was just like, man.
Yeah, he was locked in. I thought he was. I don't know if he was trying out, but
Right.
I was
Because
like,
Doug
oh, hey,
Flutie wasn't trying to lose.
no, it was competitive.
Yeah.
Remember that name also, folks.
And I can't even believe this right now because neither one of y'all mentioned Ohio's finest Izzy with a one-handed
We don't
interception.
need to.
Hold
Come
on,
on.
hold
Come
on.
on.
Hold on.
It's
Y'all
expected.
let me
That's
set
Raiders.
IZZY. Come on, y'all.
Listen, that's the best player on the planet, and
Yes.
me personally, if you don't like it, inbox me. Also, that's the best player on the planet, and we expect those kind of plays from her. So we gotta give everybody else a little bit of shine. But we know she the GOAT right now.
Talk, Lauren.
Can y'all hear me now?
Hallelujah!
There we go. Yeah.
Hit her dying.
I was trying everything and it was not working.
All right.
It's all good, but it works now.
Yeah, Lauren, welcome to Clocks Running. We appreciate you joining us tonight here on this college flag edition. So first and foremost, we just want to give you the chance to kind of share your origin story in flag and kind of what got you into the sport.
Oof. Well, let me first off saying I did not want to start off playing flag. I was playing basketball. My sister was the flag football player. She's 2 years younger than me, but she started playing flag with the boys and then soon on Texas Fury. And I was just the designated hair braider. I would braid hair. That was what I did until one of the Fury coaches told me, he was like, "You're going to try out for the team." And I said, "Absolutely not. I don't have cleats. So I'm going to continue to just sit and watch." And then he was like, "If I find you cleats, you have to try out." And I was like, yeah, okay. Thinking he wasn't going to find me cleats. Well, he found me cleats. Shout out to Addie Red. It was her cleats. But I tried, and then I never stopped playing. I started off in NFL flag, and I did that for about a year until I aged out because I was in the weird age group where they only had it up to 14U girls. At the time, they didn't have 18s. So then I took about, I wouldn't say a full year off, but I took like 6 to 8 months. Who knows? But took that time off, and then they brought back 18U. So then I came back to start doing NFL flag for them. But then at that point, Ashley had kind of started doing women's. And then we kind of started getting into women's. That's when I met Nate. And Nate then started me out at women's when I was 15. And then I started playing in the women's and then co-ed and all of that. And then I just literally never stopped. So now I'm 21 and I've been playing since I was 13. I've been playing since I was 13. And then this is my 4th year at college playing flag. I graduate this May. And then I'm at Warner University, which is in Central Florida, and I have been here. Yes, go Florida. I've been here for 3 years. I was in Kansas for my first year, and then I literally have never stopped playing flag since I was forced to play.
Nice. So tell us about that experience of going from high school to college for flag and what that looked like.
Honestly, it was extremely different because growing up in Texas, we only had 5-on-5. We didn't have it in high school. We didn't get to play it as a high school sport. That's why I played basketball. I just played club. So in club, we really didn't do 7-on-7, so we only did 5-on-5. So going from strictly playing fives to then going and trying sevens, it was a complete switch. So obviously in fives, it's a 7-yard rush and no blocker. But in 7-on-7, you have a 1-yard rush and you have a blocker. I did not know that. I started playing fives contact at 15. So my thought process was, blocker, hit blocker. And I got in my first game and I hit the blocker and got a 15-yard penalty. So it was quite a different transition, especially where I was at. It was just different for me. I didn't really know if rusher was what I was like supposed to keep doing, because I feel like fives rusher and sevens rushers are two completely different things.
Mhm.
So when I transferred to Warner, my coach took one look at me and he said, "Yeah, you're a linebacker." And I was like, "Linebacker?" Never once did I ever think I was going to be playing linebacker, but I was like, you know what? Sure. So now I play a hybrid of rusher linebacker. So I'll either play coverage, I'll rush from the backer spot, I'll be on the line, we'll do double rush, like all those kinds of things. But it was definitely a different feeling from going from fives to sevens, especially still doing it now, like going to tournaments and leaving and playing fives. But I had just practiced sevens the other day, like going from a huge field to a extremely small field with less people is sometimes very hard to differentiate. But I don't know. I think it's still fun.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So why did you choose that school in Kansas, and then what made you transfer to Warner?
So I went to Ottawa University my first year. And so in high school, I didn't get many offers. I had an offer to Ottawa University, I had an offer to Kaiser University, and then I had an offer to Kansas Wesleyan. Those were my only 3 offers. I had a couple like where I talked to some coaches, but it was just like verbal, nothing like set in stone. Um, and I decided to go to Ottawa University because I thought it was a great opportunity. The coaching staff was great. I had a really great connection with them. And then I went there for my first year. We won a national championship, which that was really cool. But after being there, it didn't feel like me. Like I just didn't feel like I was able to kind of be me there. And I wasn't able to grow myself while I was there. So I did decide to not come back, but I was kind of just going to go back home and figure out what I wanted to do. Maybe just do like community college for a little bit. I kind of didn't know if I was going to continue with sevens because, again, sevens was so new to me. I had been just so used to fives. I was like, I don't really know if this is me. And then Ashley Clam actually was like, "Hey, why don't you reach out to the Warner head coach? He's a great guy. I think you would really like it." And I was like, I'll try. I was like, I wasn't planning on going anywhere. And then I got on the phone with him and we talked for like 2 hours. I literally, because I had gone through the process of recruitment before, so I kind of knew what I needed to ask. So I wrote down a whole bunch of questions. I think there was like 13 questions on that piece of paper. And we got on the call and we were talking just like regular. And then he goes, "Do you have any questions?" And I said, "Actually, I do. I have 13, but some of them are not questions that you ask on the first call." And he was like, "Knock them out." So we did. And a couple weeks later, I decided that I was going to go in the spring. I wasn't really going to go in the fall. I was just going to take the fall to like think. And if I wanted to go in the spring, because we start season in spring. Well, I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I need to go in the fall to make friends and like get to know the team and like practice and like do all of that. So if I go somewhere, I have to go in the fall. This was July. I think I committed mid-July and then I went to school less than a month later. So I had to turn around really quickly and do all of that. And then when I got here, I was just, again, no one knew who I came here with, not knowing really anybody on the team. I had a couple of girls that I knew from like club when I played an NFL flag. But other than that, I really didn't know anybody here. Florida was different for me. I went to school in Kansas, so it was cold. I got here and it was hot. It was very great awakening for when we played preseason and I went to play in Plant City for the first time. And I passed out and had to go sit in the van. It was hot. I was not prepared. But yeah, I think when I transferred, it was a different feel and I had a different environment that I was in, and especially with the group that I came in with, I'm still friends with every single one of them. So it was a great group, great coaching staff, and then a really great environment, and also really perks that it was warm when I was here. So just the transfer, I felt like I was in a place where I could be me and continue to be me, and I was like, it wasn't just sevens, but I was able to just switch my mindset up a little bit and kind of do different things while I'm here, which was really cool.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned mindset. I know, Lauren, you and me have had a conversation kind of about mental health and all of that, and I know you are a big advocate of that. So, can you talk about what you've done to take care of your mental health through this whole college process?
I think for me, mostly to kind of work on my mental health was I had to surround myself with people who also wanted to better their mental health, but also like wanted to be a positive, like have a positive outlook on life and have a positive outlook on when things get hard or when things get tough. Kind of just surrounding myself with those kinds of people, but also having people who understand what I was going through. And even though they didn't go through it like themselves, they still were able to be there, check on me, or just not even just like be there in their presence, just be there. Because I mean, mental health on athletes can be extremely rough. It can impact their game, it can impact their classes, it can impact day-to-day activities. It's really difficult, and I saw it obviously firsthand, but I saw it with other teammates now. And I tell my teammates all the time, like, yes, sometimes like I have a bad day, but I want you to be able to come and talk to me, or I want you to be able to have a place where you can come to if you're not having a good day, or if you need to vent, or if you just need to sit there and just sit. I'm here because I understand and I get it. And so not only like being there for like myself and having those people, I want to make sure that like those people know that someone is here for them if they need it, because sometimes asking for help is extremely difficult, and I know it's difficult, but having those people, like my friends that I have now, they knew how hard it was for me to ask for help or anything, but just having them text me and be like, "Hey, you seemed off. Are you okay?" Or just tell me what's going on. I know something's wrong. Just having those people there means a lot. But then being that person for those people is extremely helpful, I think.
I
Yeah,
think one
no,
of the cool
absolutely.
things about Lauren also, football wise, she's one of the best players in the world. I know people think I'm biased. She's from Texas, not Florida, but being one of the best players in the world, I was watching her play in Orlando in the game where she got 5 sacks, and I saw she was pushing the quarterback to the strong side. So she came over to me, what do you see? And I was like, you can push the quarterback left, this and that. So she's being one of the best players and being humble enough to come over and just ask what you see. And then if you say something to her, she's robotic to where she'll do it immediately. She went and got pressure and she kept it rolling. So I appreciate you speaking up about mental health because I don't know how the top players on the planet won't open up like this. And you letting people know that and if you see something, say something, always speak up is, just, I appreciate you doing it and to keep doing this. I want to stay away from that too. What is your favorite play? I know we share a lot of Papa Clark's highlights. What is your favorite play as a flag football player in college or in five or both college football and fives?
Oh man, college. I'm trying to think. Um, I've had a couple of great picks. I had my first ever actually I had my first ever pick six my
Uh-oh.
sophomore year. I literally cannot remember what team it was because I think I blacked out because I ended up in the end zone and everyone was like, yes. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess I scored. I think my favorite play ever was when we were at Nationals. We were in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and it wasn't even the semis. I think it was the quarters. We were playing Weber, which Weber is 10 minutes from the Warner campus.
That's
So
super close.
we're really, really close. When we play each other, it's the Battle of the Lake. So it's like our little rivalry because we're right next door. We were playing them in Mercedes-Benz, and it was the last play of the game. I can't remember the score, but I know it was close. And our coach called the timeout, and we were playing, it was goal line. So we were playing 5 across with one safety running the back, one rusher. He then brought us in and was like, if this girl is going to run, and this girl's great, she's a great player, she's going to run, get the handoff, and she's either going to try and throw it or run it in. Lauren, if she takes that handoff, you're shooting it and you're rushing her and you're going to go get it. And I was like, okay. I get in the game and I'm like, I really hope I don't do it wrong because if the play changes, it's me. I have to change. So we're at 5 across. I see her start running and I'm like, okay. She gets the ball. I run and I just put my hand up and it blocks and hits the ball. My team is going crazy. I was like, oh, this is great. It was in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We got to the semis. I was like, oh, that was great. I was like, finally, I did it right. Because I don't think I did it right when we changed it the first time. I don't think I went the first time. And that's why I was like, okay, don't mess this up. But I think that was my favorite play because last year was just a lot of coverage, I would say. I got like a couple sacks here and there, a couple picks, but my sophomore year is when I had a lot of stats. Then people stopped throwing the ball to me. But and 5-on-5, oh man. You know what? It was at Worlds this year.
Yep. I
And
play.
I don't think you do because it wasn't.
I bet I do.
It wasn't.
I bet Jake was banged that I do.
Here we go. Why are we betting We're gonna talk after the show.
Because my dad's flight was getting in a little late, so it was gauntlet, and then it was a series of plays. It was 4 plays back to back to back, and I got a sack each and every time, and backed her up all the way to the back, and I was like, that's so great, and I had 2 diving sacks. It was great. I just kept backing her up, and I was just like, I think that'll be it. I think that's my favorite from Worlds.
That's awesome.
Nice.
All right, so you hit your favorite moments. What's your goofiest moment or goofiest experience with flag?
Oh my gosh!
And you know exactly what it is because you immediately covered your face.
Everyone already knows, but we'll go ahead and say it. It is Worlds 2 years not this Worlds, but the Worlds 2 worlds ago, 3, not counting this one, so 2 worlds ago, we were playing 23U, and I was rushing, and we were playing against one of the Canada teams, and I got a little too excited, and I blocked the ball, and I decided to, instead of catching the ball, turning around and staring at the girl and just like glaring at her.
Mean mugging. Mean mugging.
Now, did I feel so cool in that moment? Yes.
Yeah.
Then it goes to get posted, and it got posted, and then it got reposted and reposted, and then I was literally the face of memes for a good year. Basis. That's where the nickname, like, people will call me, oh, that's Debbie Gallagher, and I'm like,
Wow.
And so I think that one really is, I thought in that moment I was really cool, and I was like, you know what, I just ate, and then the internet ate me up. So yeah.
Well, I did just see a clip from the Aka Bowl where you got that look on your face again. So
it's the signature stank. I have to. It comes out sometimes. I'm so good about not having so much emotion, because my mom tells me all the time, I show every emotion on my face. You will tell if I'm mad, you'll tell if I'm pissed, everything. I show it all on my face, and I've been really good about getting it, but kind of came back a little bit.
It was pretty cool. This year at Worlds, I got to take a unsalted video with Red. And she's always so sweet and so kind and so polite. This lady from Tampa came over. She was like, I saw her on your video. Let's go watch her play. And I was like, she's so sweet. I was like, okay. We walk over, and it's the second down, and she got it wasn't a sack, but it was a hurry, but she roared to get the girls going. She was like, is that the same player? I was like, oh yeah, it's just, she'll turn it on and get active. So don't change.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very quick switch.
I think that's part of being a rusher, though, right? I mean, that's like you have to be 100%, 100 miles an hour. You got to nonstop, and you gotta black out when a play happens. I mean, you don't know what's going on. It's like being in a fight. Like it's just how it is. So I remember the only pick six I ever got in my flag career, and literally I was rushing, and then there was a quick throw, and I run behind this guy, and I'm yelling, pitch, 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 and he pitches it to me, and I got my first pick six, and so I turn around, I'm so excited, and I fall straight on my face because I was so happy about it. But
as
I got the
long as you
pick.
score, it's fine.
Yep. Hold your touch paint is all good.
So, well, Lauren, we're so appreciative of you coming on tonight. I know it was last minute, and you got so much going on with college and traveling all over and playing and everything, but we really appreciate you joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me. It was awesome.
Absolutely. Appreciate you. Best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Yeah, Red, thanks for coming in for us. You know what I'm saying, with the Hail Mary and pulling up for us. And again, don't change. That play where you're rushing and you tipped the ball from somebody, and then from Ava, she caught it, and you still got the sack, epitomizes to me what your flag football game is in your career. So keep doing that in life, because I plan on seeing you on TV in the professional leagues ASAP. I say what I said.
Thank you. I hope.
Boom. All right. See you soon, Lauren.
Thank you so
See you,
much.
kiddo.
Yeah.
Man, okay. So we kind of pulled things together tonight.
Look at that.
I feel like,
Look at that.
Florida dude come in so late. The only N-word on the show late. Lauren get on there, start pantomiming. Basketball season was frozen, but listen, we made it through it, baby.
That's right. So it's been a while, Jakob. I know this is your favorite thing for me to do on the show. The wide world of flag football. I like to just kind of circle around a little bit.
Now let's talk about the West Coast.
No, we don't. There's nothing going on in the West Coast right now. I don't want to talk about them.
What?
Oh, and said that, not me. By nothing, you mean nothing but season
Oh.
and their Tucson stuff.
No, hey, the only thing going on the West Coast is the fact that people are still talking about Nick jumping into DK's arms. That's what's going on the West Coast.
Hey, yo.
Yep, I got a call about that. I got my life threatened about that.
Oh man, there was a 2-minute clip, Unc, of you talking about that, and there was no way I could post that anywhere. It could not go. Like it was like
No, my bad. I got excited.
even HBO turned us down. They were like, "We're not having that."
That was my one day.
So, no, but I did want to bring up some news that we heard about. We've kind of the last few episodes we've been doing some different stuff, and we didn't get a chance to talk about this. So I wanted to hear what you guys' thoughts on this. The Olympic qualifications for 2028, they finally dropped it. They said this is how people are qualifying. Kind of different from a lot of what the theories were. So let me just break it down for everybody. So,
Excuse me?
hold
on. We're not just going to say that and just keep on moving. You said different?
Yeah.
I called it.
No, hold on. What?
I'm just saying you can give credit where credit's due.
That's crazy. You said something about you. There's no way you called it exactly.
I was pretty damn close.
Let's check the tape.
Yeah, which tape?
Go ahead. Nobody called it. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. So Jacob got it right.
Nope. Keep going.
This brought to you by Jacob's Feelings.
Andrew Banks.
Okay, so this how do you say it? Dusseldorf, right?
You know exactly. It's Dusseldorf.
No, I think it's with an O. Dusseldorf.
How about we just say in Germany?
Okay, but I like saying Dusseldorf.
See, you know how to say it.
I know. All right, so in Germany, there's going to be the top two, so gold and silver in Germany, they get in automatically.
Mm-hmm.
And then the United States are in automatically because there's the host nation, which, hey, man, correct me if I'm wrong, it was a back and forth. People were like, no, you don't get in automatically because not everyone gets in automatically. And then everyone was like, no. Right. And Jacob was like, no, I think it's going to be automatically. So you got that right for sure. I'll give you that credit.
You have to, because the host nation is saying that when it's somewhere else, they're going to need it, because if they don't get it, they might not make it. So,
damn.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
So, and then the kind of new thing about it, so the continentals are going to matter in the sense that there will be 10 teams that'll come out of the continentals that will play in a last-ditch effort qualification tournament, and the top 3 of that tournament will make it. So, gold, silver, bronze, that. Yeah, 10 teams. So there's because there's 4 continentals, right? Is that where we're at?
Yes. So I think it's like 2 come out of the. No, I thought it was just if you won the continental, you made it to the play-in.
No,
maybe
it's
not.
more than that. Know. It's 10 teams.
Okay.
So it's like 3 from Americas, 3 from Europe, and then 2 from Asia, Oceania, and 2 from Africa.
I think they made it 10 so you can bring in. Let me see. I know some things I'm not supposed to say. So you can bring in teams from Africa and everywhere else that might not normally get invited and or make it. Now they actually have a shot to do well in the 10 and I guess win and get one of those top 3 spots.
Yeah. You think, Jacob, this is fair? Does this make sense to you?
No, I think it makes perfect sense. Don't just give spots away. Make sure that, I think, first of all, making the world championships matter. I think that opens up the door to say the best of the best automatically get in. If you're in a championship game and the world championships, you should absolutely be in. I don't think the only thing I struggle with is this year. It's only 16 teams at the world championships in Germany.
Yeah.
Yes.
That I kind of struggle with because at this point now, you didn't know that was what was going to be the qualifier, and you're seeing countries pop up left and right who are not going to be eligible for this.
Yep.
They're a day late and $1 short. But I think they're doing it properly. They're giving the best opportunities to put the best showcase on. You're not just gonna, but it's also giving enough opportunities that it's not just gonna be USA, Mexico, Canada, and whoever else just happens to be there. It's gonna be you're gonna have to do well. And I think that's fair.
Yeah, because essentially, if you don't win if you don't get first, second in Germany, then you're going to have to win 2 tournaments.
So
or pretty close to it.
Here's going to be my question: if USA is in a gold medal game in Germany, because both U.S. teams made it, if they're in it, do we go to? Let's say they win. Do you go to silver, bronze? Because USA already has a bid. So do you just slide down, or do you vacate that and say, okay, now 4 spots will be opened up in the Continentals?
Or could you say now, since USA won both, they have 2 spots and they can make 2 teams. So now you open up the window for the NFL team and a team from all over coming in to play everyone and making it do what it does. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Could it happen? Probably not. Because say if it's me, not if it's me, but say if I got a chance to help to coach Africa, and I know we're not going to, I'm not Africa, that's weird. Let me just say Canada. That was, it's like Africa. So let's do this. Let's just say the Dominican Republic or Israel, because I'm Dominican. I get a chance to coach Israel. Why would I go hard and play pause and go for it? I'm not going to beat Mexico or USA now. I wouldn't sandbag, but if I have a second shot, I wouldn't even like.
Yeah.
Oh,
got so excited, he just cut out.
You did cut out, and he's gonna be talking for the next 3 minutes, and he's not gonna realize that he cut out.
He fell out all the way.
Yeah, he did.
But to his point, I do agree. Like I would sandbag's not the right word, but my goal would be to put myself in position for, if I don't think I'm going to make it to a championship game at the World Championships, put myself in a position for the Continentals the following year to be successful enough to be able to go play in one of those play-in games.
Yeah.
Hey, you're back.
I don't know why nobody calls me, but when I'm on the podcast, now everybody want to talk. I ain't talked to this dude in 8 years, and my phone on do not disturb. So I don't know how the magical trick works because I'm old, but I'm a cuss him out afterwards. But my point, I would say I wouldn't worry about winning against in that first one. I would really sell out to win the next 2 tournaments. Especially if USA isn't, especially if they're not going to be there, or if Mexico wins again and they're not there, then we actually have a shot. It's almost like the B teams that the B teams that don't want to play in the pro divisions because Diana, Hoosh, Bonita are there. They'll go play in not really comp or rec. I'm not going to call that a comp or rec tournament, but it's an alternate reason, an alternate chance for you to go in and play in the Olympics, though. But that 2 U.S. teams, I might start pushing it. I don't know if it's going to happen, but like I said, my point to that is Usain Bolt raced against Johan Blake for gold a couple years ago, and I can't remember the 2 Americans because they lost, but there was a couple of Americans in that same heat. So actually, that's not my idea. The kid with the bangs mentioned that 2 years ago. Talking before we heard about the NFL stuff. He was like, "What if there are 2 teams?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" He was like, "What if you got to play a pro team?" I started rubbing my hands together, like, "Man, listen," because I've been I heard about Jamar Chase all day long today at the NFL girls flag event, and he is one of the best players on the planet. And I know the young man that was arguing hard that him and Joe Burrow and the team 7 of the players that just played in the Pro Bowl would mop the field with the pro and amateur flag football players, and I beg to differ. But that's another subject for another day. But I think it's great for these teams to have a second chance, not a second chance, but alternate reasons to get to 2028.
Yep.
Now,
I agree.
Now, what could happen, Jacob, you might want to speak on this from another perspective, but if we take over Greenland, there could be a second team from Greenland right?
I don't know why you want me to speak on this. I don't have anything to do with Greenland.
No, but I hear what you guys are saying. The other thing I'm going to throw out there is, wouldn't it be interesting though if the U.S. is in, so technically the next couple of years don't really matter in international play. So why don't they throw some new test out some players? I don't know.
Disagree. Definitely
Okay.
disagree.
That
The next
gave
2
me
years
anxiety.
definitely matter. I think
For
you
the-
still have to absolutely. You can't. What are you going to all of a sudden just go wild and start throwing 12 random people or 10 random? Here's my question, not to kind of shift, but kind of to shift. When are they going to make the change from 12 to 10?
Oh, you asking that now? You didn't even wait. Oh shit.
When does that happen?
I
don't
think
know
it,
if
I
it's
think they
this
should.
year.
I think it should be this year, because if Germany matters for the Olympics, then it
Sure.
should be 10 for Germany.
Could you imagine? Because
No,
right now,
I can't imagine, because it's gonna break the matrix.
because right now,
There's how many players get invited to trials?
612.
612 or 60. How can I word this the correct way? If you cut it to 10 now, I don't want to say who are you cutting, but like what? No, not who you're cutting. I'm sorry. What positions are you eliminating? That's my question for both of you. What if you were cutting it to 10 right now? What 10 positions? Not players, please, not players. What position are you bringing? From quarterback to rusher. My phone's gonna go crazy.
I don't even look at it that way. If it goes to 10, I need 10 players that can play both sides of the ball.
Okay, name me 10. I know you're gonna say that slick shit.
I need 9.
Name
I
10.
need 9 in a quarterback.
Name 10 right now.
Anybody? You
No,
want me
no,
to name
no,
any?
no, 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 no. I almost said it in word I can't say on here. Name me anybody. There's nobody named anybody. Name me 10. Let's go. Who's
No,
the first
all
player?
right.
If you got a game
Bagway.
tomorrow for your chat, Marcus 1.
Yeah. Both Turners.
That's 3. Devin and
I
Dante.
got
YTG.
J-Day.
That's 4. All Florida.
Belt.
That's 5. I'm not picking
Pablo.
these. When y'all see this, don't message me. That's 6.
Yeah, I'm not picking.
Ice.
7.
I gotta get Noah on there.
8. You got 2 more spots.
And the youngster, Jay Murder.
9. Uno mas.
And
I told Jacob who Jay Murday is also.
And I'm gonna go with let me think here.
I know he wants to. Let's see if Tone. Tone is your 10, so you're cutting Hoosh.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
You're cutting Hoosh. I want you to say it. I'll say it.
I didn't listen.
You gotta say I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
I didn't listen.
I'm kidding. You ain't gotta say it. That's so before y'all, when Amp clips this or y'all see this, it's an opinion based. Ain't nobody throwing shade. I just like to ask people for their 10 off rip. That his 10 could change 10 minutes from now. He probably won't, but his could change. So that 10, that's gonna be tough. That 10 players, the 10 spots, gonna be tough. Also, the second one you said, if USA's games against Mexico, the last 4 games been decided by 2 points. I know everybody gonna say that last touchdown didn't matter. That entire game mattered. The gap is closing. Like the gap might be closed, but the gap is closed. So they might have to kill everybody else, because when they listed the coaches, they listed like this defensive coach only gave up so many points. This offensive coach scored so many points. So if we really gonna get right, we gotta widen that gap, because Mexico is on that behind.
I think that what is the saying about it's not the devil you know, it's the one that you don't.
Yeah.
I think go ahead. You know it?
No. I was gonna say I'm more comfortable with the devil I know versus the devil I don't know.
Okay, so Mexico is the one the United States knows. China is the one that they don't. And over the next 2 years, I guarantee the China's men's team are going to be podium ready.
You guarantee it? I remember I just
Whoa.
saw
I
them.
guarantee it.
Play. You're gonna bet
Well,
Jacob Bangs on it. Now you're saying.
Why are we betting
I
my
bet-
bangs?
I
we
bet- I
we
bet-
never cutting those.
watching.
That means we're not
I bet-
losing. That means
hey,
we're not
I
losing,
bet-
Jacob. Ain't no way. Not
I bet
guaranteed.
that-
twice tonight. You're scaring me, man.
Hey,
No, that means we
Unc,
can't lose this bet. How do you guarantee
I'm
that?
not ready.
I bet that the players you saw last month are not going to be the players that are there in the Olympics.
No, in 2 years they'll be much better, and they have the best coach. One of the best. I'm gonna say they have the best coach in the world.
That's what I'm saying.
Podium guarantee with USA, Mexico, Canada, Australia. You're podium guaranteeing that one of those two of those four aren't gonna make it. Or one of those, two of those four won't make it. USA, Mexico, Canada, Australia. Right. Don't nobody get mad. I'm just naming those four right now. You're guaranteeing one of those four will make it for China.
If that they're going to make it, Canada.
Men or women? Men
We're
or
talking
women?
men right now. We're talking men right now, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So United States is in already.
Lord.
So Mexico is going to make it. Italy's going to make it. China's going to make it.
You said podium. That's podium is 3 spots.
Hold up. So all right, hold up. You said Mexico, Italy, China. Who were the last two?
Who beat USA?
Wait.
Who beat USA last summer?
Y'all are. Yeah,
You don't
they
think
did.
they
Yeah,
make
I
it?
wrote them in. Yeah, that's
No,
right.
hold on.
You said
You guys are
podium.
asking me. You guys are asking me two different questions. Jacob's asking me for the 6 that make it.
Sorry. You were naming 6. I was with it. My bad.
No,
My
no.
bad.
Yeah. You can name the 6.
About-
You say a podium.
Okay, podium.
I actually believe it also. I just want to argue with it to make the show better.
Hey, if you at this point, I'll say what my opinion is. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, but seriously, how do you where do you get guarantee from? What have they shown to make you say guarantee? Who just beat USA in last summer in the friendly? What team was that?
Canada did.
Okay. How did China do against them? This is last year ago.
I'm not even worried, but the thing is
better.
they haven't even been around a year.
They've gotten better, yes. But
So
podium is 3 spots.
My
getting one.
My guarantee. Okay, this is how I look at it. You think about Phil Jackson. He went from the Bulls to the Lakers, and championships follow him. If you got a coach like Pat Alley going from a championship team to a team that has who knows how much unlimited resources they've got, they are going over the next couple of years, and who knows, they could be training 6 days a week. They could be pulling players from basketball, rugby, all these other sports. I just think that, and who knows what, if this is Pat Alley we're talking about, he might have some tricks up his sleeve where he's going to get some dual citizenship going on, and he's got Jamar Chase on his roster, and
I love
Pat
Pat
doesn't
Alley.
wear sleeves.
I love Pat Alley. Since you mentioned Phil Jackson started with Jordan and Pippen. He left and went and got Shaq and Kobe. That's how he won. You see his hardware behind me. I'm not Phil Jackson at all, but you gotta have talent. So unless Pat is gonna get TDR to all get dual citizenship, if you take Phil Jackson and you put him on the Charlotte Hornets, they ain't winning nothing. I'm not saying Charlotte is good, but
we're not gonna be.
yeah, no. Let's use Charlotte there. You know where I'm going. My team made the playoffs. I'm on Charlotte all the way until the fall. You know where I'm going. You put Phil Jackson on Charlotte right now. Charlotte is an up-and-coming team. They got LaMelo and Jacob. Who do y'all have? LaMelo. Y'all got
LaMelo, Continental,
Fight Club Bridges. Y'all got the murderer Brandon Miller. Y'all just got the brother, the other ball brother, and Whitfield Jackson. They'll make the playoffs. And that's it. Pat is the best coach in the world, and they definitely have a shot. And are they guaranteed? I don't know, but I just like to go to the upside of the coin and make it a better show. Or not a better show, a good argument. But I don't think they're gonna make this. Right now, if I had to bet this Gatorade on it and my mustache, they're making the top 3. I don't know. That's tough because USA and Mexico. We've seen the battle there, and that was a player or two away from. I don't. Will it be an upset now? Because they're close. Okay, no, I'm saying that. Will that be an upset?
Let's be real about it. Without 2 interceptions, Mexico wins that game
easily.
They were at 1st and goal on the 6-yard line, and they threw an interception. They score there. They're up 2 scores.
And they didn't run. They ran shoot again for the 19th time. They might have scored.
But again, ifs and buts.
Oh, for sure.
If
100%.
we had, we would be the kings of lollipop world.
J-Day is the best DB in the world, and he proved why. And and that's when you need it. The best players rise to the occasion, right?
So you're saying Pat's gonna have some. You're saying Pat's gonna have some J-Days.
I just feel like he's gonna figure something out. There's gonna be something. He's
gonna raise so much hell at me.
I got confidence in Pat. Is he going to be at the dance? Is China going to be at the dance? Are they going to make the top 6?
I thought you said, is Pat going to be at the dance? I don't know if Pat's dancing. All right. So you're 6. You said, yeah.
Oh, now we're talking our 6.
You said USA, Mexico, Italy, China. Who was the last 2?
Let's see. The last 2. Well, this is my issue with the Asia Oceania thing, because essentially Australia almost just walks their way into it.
Damn. You think Australia?
That's true. I forgot. Yeah. Wait, who's their competition? Who's their second? It don't even matter. Australia. Put them up there.
Well, it's the way that they do their tournament. The team from Oceania barely has to play. They don't have to play as many games, and they get like almost a free ride into the gold medal game. So,
okay, but they still have to play through. They still have to place top 3 in that play-in.
With the play-in. So, and then I got to take Australia out. I got to put Austria in.
I don't know anything about them. Are they good?
You could have just saved me a lot of spelling. Australia's like twice. Okay.
And then my 6th would be. Man, well, why not Nigeria?
Not picking Canada is wild.
No, I said Canada. Hold on, I said Canada.
Hold on, you can't pick 7 teams. USA, Mexico, Italy.
I thought you were racist. China, Canada. I don't know what's happening.
Austria, Nigeria.
Canada. Okay, Canada for Nigeria. I thought you listed Canada.
Nigeria over Canada. What we doing? You trying to get me? My first episode.
Kind of racist, but that's cool.
Oh man.
All right, who's your 6?
Oh, no, I don't want to pick 6 because I'm interviewing at one of the places. Same way you didn't pick players, so
okay,
I passed back to my little bro.
All right.
Yeah, just let me do all the picking. It's fine. Right,
I'm gonna say I'm interviewing somewhere next Friday or a different country because my country don't want me. So go Canada.
There you go.
Well, that's hey, and we got 2.5 years to have as many conversations about all this stuff. But I think that is now the biggest question is when does it go down to 10? Because, like Unc said, that is going to break the matrix.
That's going to. Yep. Oh, you know what? No, actually, that's cool. If they do it, if the decision is made before this event and they lose those 2 spots, I will guarantee you and Jacob's Bangs and Ant's Beard that there are going to be 2 USA some players over here, very talented, will be playing against one of those teams. If they make it 10 right now, if they're smart, they'll wait as long as they can. Because you do that early and you give somebody with the right resources enough time to figure it out, the loophole of how you can go play for somebody else. Because I noticed, I'm not going to say which country it was. There's a country playing in the Winter Olympics right now. And I'm not going to say where 2 of the people are from. But they're near Jacob. So how they play with those people, I don't know. But I didn't question it because we were winning the Olympics. Nobody cares, but nobody follows it. But if they cut the list too early, I'm gonna guarantee you'll see some players from certain locations, not that's from here, magically not playing for this country. So, and I know with the NFL players that they won't care, but if you use 10 NFL players, you're gonna get beat anyway, so it won't matter.
Yeah. Absolutely, and how many of those NFL players will go to other countries? I mean, we saw the whole controversy. we saw the whole controversy with basketball. Who was it that didn't play for their country and played for the U.S.? Was that Embiid?
Joel Embiid.
Right.
Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be. I think with flag, it might be the exact opposite. I feel like there might be a bunch of NFL players that are like, forget the United States. I got an easy spot in
Canada.
in Canada.
So here's what's interesting. I found this little tidbit out. I won't say who my source was. So the same year that is the Olympics is also another world championship for IFAF.
Yep.
So let's just say a team decides to load up with these NFL players. NFL training camp starts the second week of the Olympics. The first week is when they're having flags. So logistically, they should be able to play flag, finish that tournament, and then go to training camp. The World Championships are after the Olympics. So whoever is on, you can't just a team wouldn't be able to knock 18 or 10 guys, 10 NFL players off of a roster and then bring in 10 new ones to replace them.
Correct.
So what's going to be interesting is who's willing to make that sacrifice. There's going to be some who absolutely are.
Somebody will, but I heard in Canada they're getting any Canadian NFL players or athletes, whoever they might be, is getting a contract with Lords of London to get their entire contract covered if they play for their country. But that's over there. It's not over here. What they're gonna do over here, who knows? But Canada's citizens, or if you're a player on that team, allegedly you can get your whatever contract it is covered if you play for the country. So let's go.
That'll be interesting to see.
Well,
and then, how would that work? Would you cut 10 players? Like, let me ask you guys this: Jakob, best ref director in the world, and best podcaster and streamer in the world. If you got to book the referees, Jakob, for the Olympics, and you got the live stream for the Olympics, and you guys are professionals to me, and don't argue with me. And then for the Olympics, and then 2 days later, they say, "Hey, the World Championships is here, but you guys, we have a show to do, so bring y'all after this show." You think somebody would slide in and be like, "Oh, well, I'll just go be like Ant. I'll just go do it for Jakob." Do you think players, the regular ham and eggers, will now just go back to the World Games? Like, I know we didn't get to do the Olympics, but I'll just go back and play for my country again for the World Games. What do you think they would do? What would you guys do?
I think people on the reserve list, like if you were set on that reserves list, you'd be fine.
What if there's no reserves? What if they change it and there's no reserves?
And there's no reserve? That's tough because you're telling me, hey, well, I mean, you think of it, it's just like FIBA, right? With basketball, they send over those like D2 collegiate guys to play in the world, the FIBA World Championships to hold the place for the Olympics.
Yep.
I don't know if it'll be structured like that though.
I say that to say this. Now, let's just say they send another. Oh, I must have got smart. Another ref director to the Olympics, another live streamer to the Olympics. They do that. And then the very next day, they call Jakob and they call Ant. Like, hey, I know we didn't pick y'all for the Olympics, but y'all want to come book the rest for the World Games? You want to come live stream for the World Games? What do y'all do? It's hypothetical now. Don't mess. They're not. This is hypothetical again. If you got heat, Eric Allen Cooper. Eric Cooper. 1175@gm.com.
I'm all about opportunities. So I mean, if an opportunity presented itself and it could do things the right way, I'm with it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna roll with my polar bear friend, and if he goes, I'm going.
There it is.
So
that's, yeah. But
so, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all see my dogs at the World Games, one live streaming, one booking the refs, clock's running, baby. Whatever it is.
I think though also as far as like the Olympics, if your team goes with a bunch of NFL players to the Olympics, who cares about that year's World Championship?
But if they lose,
does that matter? The question is going to be they're putting more and more weight on these World Championships. Would it matter going forward down the road? So sitting out all together might hurt you even more. Potentially. I don't know. I'm just.
It's all hypothetical land. None of this stuff.
Yeah.
Us shooting the you know what, but these are really good questions. That's probably happened in a lot of rooms and boardrooms because Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, well, and I feel like there's already a partnership with IFAF and the NFL. So does the IFAF make an exception for NFL players? They don't have to. A country can field NFL players for the Olympics and use different players for the World Championship.
What will happen if the NFL starts a professional league and then says if you're playing professionally, you can't play in the Olympics for the
Could
flag
you
football?
imagine?
Because think about it. Think about it. If I'm running Florida, I'm not. They'll stop messaging me. If I'm running Florida and we're 2 years from now, and I'm gonna take the team that Ant just made. The team that Ant just made, and they're all playing for what's
pretty good team.
The Florida Fish. Damn right it is. The Florida Fish. And the Florida Fish all signed a contract. If I get all them young boys $80,000 a year, I'm gonna keep it a beam. I'm like, boy, you gonna get hurt in the Olympics. You don't play on my team anymore. Because it's $80K. What happens then? Now I'm just hypothetical again. What happens then when 2 years from now there's a professional league rolling, professional flag football league rolling? Do you risk? We've all played flag and we've all paid to play flag. I don't know if any of us have gotten paid to play flag. I haven't. I'm old, but it's people that do that now. And say 2 years from now there's a young man named Anthony Black, and Anthony Black is making $80,000 a year. Does he risk? I'm gonna go. One injury and that shit's out the window. But do you go do that for your country, or do you keep playing? And would the professional league be smart in saying, "Hey, once you sign this contract, don't worry about that country shit. Like, you come get this bag with us." Would that be cool or no?
See,
Well,
I almost see. Go ahead.
No, well, I mean, there's the billionaire that just funded Olympians from the United States for the next 8 years or something crazy like that. So every player on the U.S. team is going to get $200K. So in this scenario, I don't care about the $80K because I'm going to get $200K for a weekend's worth of flag football. I'll take that year off.
You giving every Olympian $200K or the main sport?
No, every Olympian, no matter what result they get.
For USA?
Yeah.
Do you think Lindsey Vonn got $200K?
It started it. Yeah, it started for this.
You got 200 scabs in that poll. I'll take that. Well, I didn't know about 200K. Tell about it.
I didn't either.
That's so okay.
Yeah,
say if he's not doing that though. Say if that's. I gotta see that to believe it. So let's just say that's not happening. Then what? Is it?
Then okay. So then you got to decide in those situations, like what's more important to you? Is the gold medal or the money more important? Now, if I'm in a situation where $80K isn't that big of a deal, say for example, I'm in fantasy world and $80K is not that big of a deal, I want that gold medal because I want to be able to say I played in the first flag football Olympics. I got that gold medal. Now, reality check.
We talk about flag players. We all broke. And flag, your name ain't Paula Flex. You broke.
So I got 3 mouths to feed. I'm taking that $80K and I'm saying, sorry, Olympics, y'all can have your fun over there.
That's the American dream right there. The American dream. I'm gonna pay for my country, but I got a light bill. So what would you do, Jacob? Jacob is pure and
see, but there's a prestige about the Olympics, though. That's the thing. Absolutely, there's always been. I mean, look at the guy. I mean, take the NBA players that go over and play. During the summer games. I want to say as recently as this past Olympics, you only made $35,000 for winning gold in the United States.
Yeah.
Now, in Mother Russia and other countries, you're kings if you win.
Yeah.
Why'd you do the accent? Why'd you do the accent?
Yeah. Why did it become Mother Russia?
Whoa! Why are you gonna call me out like that? Because it's all in Russia. Olympics play you. No, but I mean, you think in these other countries, they're structured to where if they win, they're set for life. Here, it's just it's a prestige kind of deal. You'll win some money, and be rewarded for it, but it's not life-changing money like it.
Like it is. That changes their lives. People, other countries,
exactly.
they go.
Because what was it the swimmer from Philippines or something? He got a condo for the rest of his life. He got lifetime supplies of things. He got He got money on top of it.
$90K a year until
Yeah,
he dies
Yep.
for winning.
like
Yep.
crazy stuff. So
Also, if he
yeah, I
had
mean,
lost, he might have got murdered. So there's that caveat also.
Damn.
It's a little
That's
yeah, it's a little
that's a
different. Yeah,
rumor.
I just think here, like it's a certain level of prestige. Like for me, I would want to be able to say, like, because that's something you can never not say, unless it gets, unless you do, like get the win vacated or something. But being able to say, like, I won at the Olympic, I have an Olympic gold medal, nobody can take that from me.
Yeah, and if you think about like when they're talking about Hall of Fames for the Basketball Hall of Fame, they that matters. If you won Olympic, that goes into your resume. So now does that go into resume when I mean getting into the Football Hall of Fame is even harder than the Basketball Hall of Fame. They only let 5 guys in a year, and they're so backlogged at this point. So then does flag football become a factor into getting into the Hall of Fame? I don't know.
The way they played in the Pro Bowl, hell no, they don't care about our game. I know I was told not to say this because of work, but I'm gonna say what I want. That shit was disrespectful how they played flag football. For flag football historians, people call me that. The way they respected or disrespected our game, I don't see them winning a gold medal and getting nothing but one powder puff because the way they treated the game. How many of y'all watched that full game, start to finish?
I did.
Not me too, because I'm a crackhead, but everybody else left. But I watched it like this, and this is just my opinion also. I was like, man, come on, man. Like, it was cool to get to see pro players. I know Joe Burrow was that fast also, but it was cool to see professional players play the game. But the way they cared about that, I don't know if they'll care about it with the Gold Jackets also, because I seen Ronnie Barber all the day limping around, and he's a Hall of Famer now. I don't know if that'll carry weight. He probably could come back and play because he's still talented, but it'll be cool if it does.
I almost don't think we can compare that to, like, that's apples and oranges at this point. I feel like talking about the Olympics and the Pro Bowl is two completely different things. The Pro Bowl is like that's a game full of losers. They're there because they're not in the Super Bowl.
Good Lord.
That's why they're there. They're like the 5th and 6th string players at this point because they didn't,
Shedeur Sanders worked really hard, and you're not
saying names too. We ain't never going to the NFL guest on here. God damn.
What's the lineman from the Broncos? He was like the leading receiver in the Pro Bowl. Come on, it's like we're not like what are we talking about?
That's why I don't think even in the Olympics they'll take our game seriously because they let a lot.
No, I think it's gonna be completely different. I feel like it's gonna be completely different, and I feel like when that time comes for the NFL players to be like, okay, we are making this transition into this. The competition for those 10 spots is going to be crazy, and it's not even going to be just like, okay, we're putting this flag player against this NFL player. It's going to be the 60 flag players, and there's going to be all these NFL players lined up. I mean, for every position.
If it's only 60 spots, you think they'll take 60 NFL players, or they'll put flag players in there also?
I think there'll be a percentage. I still think there's going to be some that will want to, but physically it doesn't make sense for them to because of health reasons and other contract issues. Let's
look at this. Howard, let's just use regular people. If you could watch a HBO series of 60 players that we know, or HBO series of 60 players, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady comes out of dirt retirement. Which one are you watching? The 60 NFL players or the 30 NFL players and 30? Not you guys, the average citizen. What do you think they would want to see?
They're looking for big names.
Yeah,
that's why it's going to be 60 NFL players.
Yep. They're looking for big names.
Yeah, but I think we're already starting to see it, and it's just not apparent because the names aren't as big as Jalen Hurts or Patrick Mahomes. But if you see, because everybody's posting their invite, shout out to Fred. He's still looking for his invite to trials, but
Savannah is looking
But,
also.
So am
but-
I apparently then.
right.
I mean, I just won. Where my stuff at? Oh, no, I'm kidding.
Like,
No, I'm kidding.
but everybody's posting their invites, and you're seeing people getting invites that probably haven't played flag for more than 6 months. They,
Yeah,
and
there's two.
they like
There's two
you
other
look on their Facebook, you look on their Instagram, and all they have is tackle pictures.
Yep.
So
And
there's
arena.
already kind of things that are happening where it looks like the 60 that got invites, there's a portion of those that are tackle players.
Now, do you think they invited them to just give perspective to those players?
Maybe it gives the coaches an opportunity to see
It's
how
a
quickly
baseline.
can
It's a good baseline.
how quickly can we transition a tackle player to flag?
Good.
What
Like,
if there's a couple? What if there's a? How shocked would you guys be? Let me see. Hold on. How shocked would you guys be if there's an NFL player, right, current player, invited to trial this year? How shocked would you two be?
I mean,
Not
I'm not
totally.
shocked because I know that there is an NFL player that got invited. So
That's playing right there. That's
Yeah.
playing right now.
yeah, yep.
I didn't say that.
Ye-
So my mom is watching. I didn't say
Hey
that.
man,
Is it a certain
think-
Minnesota Viking?
no, it's not.
Oh.
Kansas City
No.
Chief.
Say his name, man. Say his name. Say his name. No. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, Jacob after though. I heard the name
Yeah.
also, but I don't know. I heard Kansas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say it. I heard somebody from Pittsburgh also. Maybe. That's what I heard. Maybe.
Yeah, I just know that Kansas is very well represented in the 60 this year.
They shouldn't invite the kid from Carolina that I mentioned, but we'll see. I
Yeah,
think he will be very good. I'm gonna just say it, not because he killed my team. I'm gonna just say it on here too. I think the kid from Carolina, the professional player from Carolina. I mean, I know all the players from Carolina are good for the record, so I don't want anybody want to beat me up from Camel City. Camel City, all Camel City players should be there, especially AJ. But there's an NFL player that I mentioned that should be there. I would like to see get an invite just because his skill set, his body type. I think he would be. I don't know. I think he'd be a good player, but I could be totally wrong also. So
I could see it.
he fits. He kind of matches us. So
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
and I think he's good as hell for the record. But I don't know if he can transition to the game or if he gives a shit. But I mentioned.
all right. So let me flip this around on you because you brought up a point about if they chop it down to 10, they bring in NFL players too soon. There's going to be players that are going to start to find those loopholes.
Yep.
Do you think that is being considered for who makes who makes it through these training camps right now?
100% is being considered because me, not just me. I might have some control in the game. I might not, but my coin ain't long as everybody else's. But if you don't make the right choices, one or two players, and I know we've seen it before. Not one or two, but I'm not going to say JD should be on all the teams. I'm just going to use JD as an example because I love the kid. Let's just say JD decides to go live in Utah and be a Mormon for 2 years and decide to come back. And he already filled his spot and he's free. You can build a team around that kid. Now, I know everybody's going to say, oh, JD couldn't cover Jamar Chase, whatever. But all of us have seen NFL players leave the game and come right to our game. I know they're going to train for all the other stuff, but they have to make the right choices for be it the NFL or the pro amateurs, whatever they're called. Because if you leave out the wrong people, a whole other team can be built just like that. If the with the loopholes, and I don't want this just like that, but with there's ways to make it happen. So they got to be really political and strategic and smart about how they word everything, how they pick all the teams, because you can create a monster. And if whenever they do it, if it's not done correctly, and they sit and they go play and they lose, there's gonna be a lot of people sitting back like me, like, the clock's running. My first episode, we told y'all
Well,
that them people ain't good enough to play for the goal 2 years ago. Maybe they will be by then, but and they got a great coaching staff and right people in place to train them. So,
Yeah. Well, and American Samoa is a perfect example of how quickly they were able to put a team in and be successful. They beat China in the bronze medal game to make it to Germany.
Yeah.
So and they literally
nine practices. They had
2
9.
months. They were
Practices.
together. They put all that together, got passports, everything within 2 months. They put it together, and that like I don't have statistics for this, but I don't think American Samoa is on the top of the
Hell no.
profit of countries in the world. Like I think that there's
but their Wi-Fi works, and they watch Clocks Running podcasts. They watch all the Clocks Running live streams. They went and watched some old retired on TV stuff. Not saying it's gonna make you a winner, but just pro tip. There's footage out there. You subscribe to Ant's live stream, you can see a whole lot of good football, whole lot of schemes, whole lot of players, whole lot of, and I'm not saying that that's what American Samoa did, but that's what I heard. But they did win just like that. So
yeah, no, for sure. Well, I think that we could carry this on, but I know youngster over here, Young Bull, he's got to get to sleep soon. This is past his bedtime. No? So we should wrap this up, but hopefully we provided tonight some information on college flag football with In Season. Shout out to Moose and Dub. And we didn't find out why her nickname is Moose, which I feel like we dropped the ball there. So
had a lot going on in the beginning that we kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, the old head was late. That's why I blame the old head. I was late. That's why.
So we appreciate In Season joining us, and please reach out to them if you're in high school or college or just trying to find information on what next level steps there are. Please reach out to them. They definitely they have a heart for it. And then of course Lauren coming on, one of the the most fun players to watch in the game right now. The fans of Clocks Running voted her the #1 rusher in the world in the women's game. So, shout out to Lauren for leaving and coming on 7 different times and making it work finally, and just and sharing her story. Infinite Flag, once again, our official sponsor. We appreciate y'all and the lovely notes you left Unc and Jacob for some reason.
I had a smiley face.
Here we go.
I had a smiley face. Look, that's it. The smiley face. I had a phone number.
I just want to talk about the feelings that have been on the show tonight.
And clip that. And clip that. We going viral. Oh yeah.
Yeah. What was that in your hand? What did you have in your hand? Just
as a microphone, man.
Oh, I thought it was a glizzy. Okay, my fault.
That was for lunch. Look at this microphone.
I'm gonna ran it back. Hey yo.
Hey yo. All right, Jacob, close us out, man.
All right. Well, you guys know where to find us. Hey, we're everywhere. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter or X or whatever it's called. We're on TikTok. Ant's been doing a ton of TikToks to working on going viral himself. You can find us if you want to listen to the show. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora. If you guys want to watch the show, click on YouTube. You can see all of our ugly mugs right on there. And of course, the best place if you really want to find out, where you can get the show, you can go on MySpace. You had a top 8, didn't you?
Always, baby. But Tom was #1, and he still is.
Ant hates MySpace. For whatever reason, he's a hater. But you can find us on there. We're on there.
I got PTSD from MySpace.
We got a ton of cool gear that's came out. Ant's got a new shirt that's getting ready to drop. We got stuff all over. You can head over to Infinite Flag. They got some dope Clocks Running shorts. Any iFlag event, those are approved to wear as shorts as a part of your uniform and for officials. They also have a ton of cool stuff over there. Unc's got Unc apparel. He can hook you up. Unc officials if you're down in Tampa or anywhere really. He'll get you taken care of. Am I forgetting anything? I'm probably forgetting something. Okay, Aunt saying no. Unc saying no. All right, guys. Well, hey, the clock started. The clock's been running. Now the clock's out.